dimensions for him, and that's why we will not use our analogy of this universe and to talk about things beyond this universe. You understand?
Okay, so do you think that God is beyond the universe?
Yes.
So
And we cannot describe within our language, we cannot describe the origins of God because he's out of the universe, right?
So you think he's like in different dimension? Like he's not in the 3D dimension?
Again, that's beyond this universe, we don't know. That's why you see here, you are using your dimensions because again,
Yeah, but do you think that...
going back to the point, the paper and the book, beyond the book, not everything with the same dimension. Here, when we are reading the book, this is like, let's say, 2 dimension, let's say the purpose of the book. It doesn't mean beyond this book is 2 dimension. My point is, beyond this universe, we cannot comprehend. So we are restricted and restrained within our capacity of understanding. And when God has created us in the way, that's just to understand the purpose of our creation. So since this universe was created by a creator, because you're jumping onto this, to God. I'm saying to you, let's agree that this universe, firstly, it cannot create itself by itself, which is impossible. Secondly, it wasn't there forever, which is agreed by the cosmologists.
But we don't know that.
No, they agreed with this.
Everything is a theory. Like we can't, like everything we know is...
So why are you using then your theory to say it was there forever? Based on what?
No, it's another theory. Like, it's
Which theory then we follow?
Like everything we know is a theory because we don't know.
Okay, so there is 2 theories. One theory says it was there forever, and the other theory they said it has a starting point. Which theory we follow?
Which do I follow? Like
We follow as a human being.
So, but you want me to assume that it has a starting point?
Well, you said you use a theory, yes?
Yeah.
You said the universe was there forever. That's your theory.
No, that's just a theory. That's not my theory.
Who brought this theory?
I don't know the person. I don't know.
Okay, so why do you agree with this theory?
I do not agree or disagree. I just say that.
No, but you already agreed. When you are here, you see here, when you are taking a position in a you could say in a point, that means you agree with it. For example, I agree that I will say to you, I'm discussing and arguing that the universe has a starting point, and you are arguing no.
Maybe it has a starting point.
May I just add something here? I think we can simplify this. See, if something exists now,
Yeah.
there has to be always something in existence. Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree. Let's say I agree.
No, it's not about let's saying. It's an inevitable agreement. If something exists now, there cannot be a moment of time in the past where there was absolute nothingness. Because from nothingness, something doesn't come out of it. So if something exists now, there has to be always something in existence. If there was absolute nothing at one point, that nothingness doesn't have the energy or the potential to make something. So something always has to exist. So either, to simplify now, as the Sheikh was saying, it's our universe which was always there, this is one model, or the one which brought this universe into existence. So the cause of our universe was always there. Yeah? So when we talk about this necessary eternal existence, there's only two options. It's either the creator of our universe or the universe itself.
Yes.
So if you consider it's the universe rather than the creator, then the universe must have certain qualities to make this universe as it is now. The transformation that the universe has gone through, the universe must have the ability to do that transformation. Do you agree? The universe must have the power, the ability, the energy to do it, and the knowledge to do it. So the 4 qualities that I mentioned, the universe must possess. Otherwise, the universe cannot make that transformation from a very state of singularity to an expanded state after inflation, where the laws of the universe came into existence and they became so precise, like the gravitational constants, the Planck's constants, and so on and so forth.
Yes, but you just have to have like energy, because everything is energy. You have to have energy.
Let me give you an example. If you have energy on your remote with a battery, can this energy write a poem? And this is energy only for a remote for the TV. Can it write a poem?
No, but you use the energy to write the poem.
That energy is not self-aware, or is it?
No, it's not.
Good. So if it's not self-aware, can it write a letter to you saying tomorrow I'll meet you? You can't. So the energy, by having the existence of energy, it doesn't mean it can do something and everything. It can only do what it's programmed to do. So a remote is programmed, if we press this button, infrared or ultraviolet, whatever. right? That's all it can do. Instructions it follows. So the universe is energy, essentially, because matter and energy is interconvertible. So if that energy or the universe was not conscious and self-aware, it cannot make anything, do anything.
Okay, I see your point, yes.
That's why I'm saying we tend to give the universe all the qualities of a creator. Because we don't want to be responsible for our purpose in our life, because that's what our creator tells us, but the universe doesn't. Why people choose the other option? Because the universe doesn't tell us to live in a particular way of life, in a religious paradigm in which you become good, avoid the bad, because the universe doesn't tell you anything. That's why people follow the other option. But in reality, you know very well, this universe reflects that there is a creator who intended the universe to come into existence, purposefully put this universe into action with all of this precision and engineering for a reason. Why are we not choosing the creator over the universe as the cause of the...
I think that our knowledge is like too little to make assumptions, and like people want to have answers to everything, like because like we hate to not have answers to something, but I don't think that everything has an answer.
But we have those fundamental questions answered. For example,
No, we don't,
okay, which question about the existence of this world we haven't answered? This world cannot come into existence by itself while it was nothing. We know that answer. How did we know the answer? We don't need to do an experiment. There are certain essential reasoning that we have that we can use and we can arrive at the truth. Science has an underlying philosophical assumptions. That's why science can operate. Otherwise, science would not be able to operate within its domain. Likewise, reasons.
But you can explain the origins of life scientifically, and the origins of stars, the origins of planets.
We can.
Yeah, so
The origins of everything cannot be nothingness, number one. Cannot be itself while it was nothing. It has to be something other than itself. And whatever it's the other thing that brought the universe into existence, brought all of the things that you mentioned into existence, must possess the ability to do so, must have intention to do so. So again, we're going back to a creator concept in which that thing brought the universe into existence having all these qualities, at least these 4 qualities. Self-awareness, intention, will, ability or power, and knowledge. This is what we give a concept of our creator who has those essential qualities.
All powerful and all knowing and has independent will, basically, and has the will to do things.
And he's living, self-aware. It is not something that you have to do an experiment to find out or do a PhD. You don't need to. Why? Because these things are evident for those who reflect and use their reason. The intellect is there not only to find out which is the best restaurant and the best man for your husband or a boyfriend and the best food and the best clothes. The intellect is there to tell you about your purpose in this life. Why you're here, where did you come from, and where you're going, essentially. Because if we did not answer those questions, we're like cattle, like chewing and that's it.
And worse, and actually cattle, they don't cause corruption, and they don't cause pollution like us. So we have more effect, more bad impact actually on the things around us if we didn't follow the guidance from God.
Thank you. Want to tell me that about the purpose?
If we are created by a creator, the best way we can know the purpose is not by me and you and everyone is speculating what the purpose is. Imagine your friend says, the purpose of my life is to eat chocolates.
But what if there is no purpose?
It's impossible.
You really see?
What is the purpose? It's to universe to like make it structured.
Okay.
Experience itself.
I will agree with you. Look, it's a phone, it has no purpose. You would say, this thing takes pictures, makes videos. Can I understand something, right? You see this phone?
Yes.
If I told you this has no purpose, and you look at it and you examine it, it takes pictures, you can speak to your friends in a different part of the world, you can write on it. It still has no purpose. You will say, that doesn't make sense. A sophisticated engineering, precise engineering object like that demonstrates purpose. The universe with its sophistication, precision, precise engineering demonstrates a purpose. If it was all like chaotic everything, then he would say maybe there is no purpose. But it's not chaotic. The spin of the electron, how everything revolves around around an axis, how everything revolves. In fact, there's nothing stationary. The physical laws that are in operation, they're not arbitrary, they're fixed constants that we're talking about. These things demonstrate it purposefully put there for a reason. Your heart and the genetic code in your body, in the DNA, it's not there just there without a reason. It has a purpose. It has instructions for proteins to be formed that will make tissues and organs. It has a purpose. All of this, all around us, are purposeful. So how do we know the purpose of our own life? It's not by speculating. It's only when our Creator tells us what the purpose is, then we can be sure. And the Quran tells us what the purpose is
to worship God and basically to be grateful to the Creator. That's all. God doesn't want anything from us. God is self-sufficient, doesn't need our worship, but God is commanding us to worship Him. This is showing our gratitude to Him, to God, to the Creator. That's all. And actually, it makes sense, because at the end of the day, if you are here for a purpose, there should be a purpose for our creation, and just to be grateful to God. And that's a simple thing. A simple thing, just to be grateful to God, to worship this one God in the way that God described to us. That's all. Nothing. It's nothing else. Yeah. So that's the purpose of behind our
creation. Would you not be grateful to someone who helped you?
Yes, I would.
Right. So someone who gave you lungs, kidneys, heart,
eyes and
ears and stomach and all of that, to not only live a life, sustain a life and enjoy life, would you not be grateful? Look, if we were in an accident,
but you won't have a private life.
If you look,
no private life.
If we
you'll find many.
Okay, we need to slowly end our discussion.
That's right. But what we're saying is, you are young and smart and intelligent. Don't waste your purpose of life away, because when death comes to us, it will be too late to say, oh, I did not fulfill my purpose. Send me back, I'll do it again. There will be no sending back. Quran tells us, what tells us? There will be no coming back. We have this life, we need to fulfill the purpose of our life. And death is the end of our time to fulfill that life. And when the death will come, do you know? No one knows. That's why, before it's too late, you have to work on it.
So
yes.
We'll read it, analyze it, and get to our own.
Yeah. Do you have? Did you take a copy of the Quran, by the way?
Yeah, we have them.
Take as well. This is. All right.
Take care.
Shia or Sunni?
We follow God and His Messenger.
All right, cool.
What He has done, so we are people of Sunnah.
Okay, I feel we're a bit in danger in this country, yeah? Now, I feel that the devil is taking over this country, yeah? Something isn't right with this country. I'm suffering a lot in my own country. I was born and bred here. Now, what I wanted to ask you guys, do you feel that this country is being taken over by Muslims, and should I wait for a Muslim invasion to save me?
Invasion? What do you call invasion?
I don't know what form it will take, but
Why do you call invasion?
I feel that Muslims might be coming to save this country, or they might not. And so,
But they are already in your country, the Muslims.
yeah.
So what's the problem? You have an issue with that?
No, it might be other religions that are causing the problem.
No, we're talking about Muslims. There is already near between 3 and 6 million people, Muslims, of them in the UK. So there is around 5, let's say roughly 4 million or 5 million
Maybe
Muslims.
there's a mission now that's only taking effect to do with, because now there's a lot of immigration into this country.
So without the immigration, inshallah, that we believe in, inshallah, we will try our best to convey the message of Islam to everyone, because Islam is not restricted to the Middle East. Islam is for everyone. And the best thing that happens to this country, that if they accept Islam.
Okay, but have you noticed like transhumanism, and there's a big transhumanism movement happening, and
Leave what's happening. I'm talking about you. Why don't you accept Islam yourself?
there's a lot of problems happening now in the country economically.
Yeah, why don't you accept Islam yourself? Leave the economic now. What about you to accept Islam? Why
I don't
not?
know what to do, you see. I'm trying to find out. Do you think I should wait here?
I think you should accept Islam. This is what I think.
Do you think I should go to a Muslim country?
No, I think you stay here and be Muslim.
Stay here and become a Muslim?
Yeah.
Do you think I could overcome my problems?
Yes.
Or would I be better going?
Yes. No. You overcome your problem.
The devil is
If you overcome the devil. If you become a Muslim, yes.
all right, thank
Do you want to do that?
Huh?
Do you want to do that?
I'm considering it, yeah, but I'm also considering trying to seek asylum in somewhere like.
You don't need to seek
Saudi
asylum.
Arabia.
Just be Muslim here, and then that's it. Seek asylum in God's will. Seek refuge in God's will, not from the people.
Some big problems there, right? I was born here British, but I don't get accepted in an office environment to hold down a job. So so I can't get a job there.
Why?
Because I've been excommunicated by my own people.
Why?
I don't know, and that's why.
What do you mean you
I'm
don't
thinking
know?
I might need to escape to another country.
No,
or
stay
join
here.
a mosque. Or join a mosque.
You don't need to join a mosque. Just become a Muslim. That's all. Do you have a Quran?
Yeah, I have already. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. Oh, thanks.
Okay. When you ready, we're here.
Okay. Nice talking to you. Yeah.
That's interesting. Allah, some people they live the conspiracy theory. Allah al-Mustan. Anyways,
Can I get you coffee or something?
wallah, I was craving for coffee.
Yeah, which one do you want? What do you drink?
Vanilla latte.
Vanilla latte, yeah?
Yeah.
Want to get the almond slices or something?
No.
Yeah, almond slice, you like?
No, not almond slice. If there is any chocolate or brownie or something like that, will be good. Jazakallah khair.
Is it okay if I take some of your leaflets, please?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Who is this?
I lost them. I just want one of each because I lost them. Thank you, sir.
It's the same as this one. This is you took one.
I've got this one as well.
You got two.
Oh, have I?
It's the
I'm sorry.
same.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Just a quick question. Someone asked me it's kind of divorce case, and they're about 46 years old, about 50, and they're going to go through a divorce, but their daughter, who's like 32 years old, she's saying she's very abusive to her dad, and she said that Islamically that her dad should support her. Is that possible?
I don't know.